Dr. M. Mahapatra sir, to honor Dr. M. Ravichandran sir, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences. Director of Meteorology, IMD, Dr. M. Mahapatra sir, to honor Dr. G. Ramdas sir, Director, NMD. Request RD Chennai Dr. S. Ravichandran sir, to honor Dr. M. Mahapatra sir, Director of Meteorology, IMD. Dr. M. Mahapatra sir, popularly known as the Cyclone Man, holds a doctorate in physics. He joined the department as a meteorologist grade 2 in the year 1992. He has over 20 years of experience in weather and climate services. We request the Honorable Divisional Shri S.K. Prabhakar sir, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary and Commissioner of Revenue Administration and Disaster Management, Government of Tamil Nadu. And we would like to felicitate sir. I request Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Dr. N. Ravichandran sir, to honor Shri S.K. Prabhakar sir, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary and Commissioner of Revenue Administration. Dr. M. Mahapatra sir, Director General of Meteorology, IMD, popularly known as the Cyclone Man, holds a doctorate in physics. He joined the department as a meteorologist grade 2 in the year 1992. He has over 30 years of experience in weather and climate services. He has served in various capacities in Bengaluru, Guwahati, New Delhi, and Bhubaneswar. His area of expertise includes cyclone forecasting and early warning services. He has over 100 research papers to his credit. Sir has been the recipient of many awards and has been conferred 3 honorary Doctorate of Science degrees by universities in Odisha. I now request Dr. N. Mahapatra sir to
Namaskar, good morning to all of you. Respected Secretary, Minister of Arts Sciences, Dr. M. Ravichandran. Respected Sri S.K. Prabhakar, IAS, the Commissioner of Revenue, Administration and Disaster Management, Government of Tamil Nadu. Dr. J. Radhakrishnan, IAS, Commissioner of Greater Chennai Corporation, Government of Tamil Nadu. Dr. Ramdas, Director, National Institute of Ocean Technology. Dr. Balachandran, my colleague, Head of Regional Meteorological Center, Chennai. Distinguished guests, former heads of Regional Med Center, Chennai, especially Dr. A.K. Bhatnagar Saab, Dr. Y.A. Raj, Dr. Jayanti Madam, Dr. Ramanan, Dr. S.K. Subramaniam Saab, and all the present and former colleagues in Regional Meteorological Center, Chennai, distinguished invitees and friends from Ministry of Arts Sciences, other institutes in the states of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and neighboring states. Sorry. Dear friends from press and electronic media, colleagues and friends from various stakeholders from the state of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, both from central and state agencies, and public and private partners. At the outset, I extend a warm greetings from the family of India Meteorological Department, Minister of Arts Sciences, to all of you. Especially, it is a momentous occasion, it is an auspicious occasion when India Meteorological Department is celebrating 150th year and Regional Meteorological Center Chennai is celebrating the 80th year of its establishment. As all of us know, we made a humble beginning in 1875 as the India Meteorological Department with its headquarters in Kolkata under East India Company. And we went on moving in terms of our organization, in terms of our responsibilities, duties, and providing service to the nation and the region. While doing that, if we look at the various aspects, the major aspects which are essential for providing the weather and climate services are the weather observations, followed by the monitoring, analysis, modeling, forecasting, warning products generations and disseminations, and various sectoral applications for various stakeholders. You are all happy to note that the first meteorological observatory came into existence in this city of Chennai in 1793. At that time, it was known as the Chennai hut or Madras hut at that time, where we kept our thermometers in a thatched huts. The photographs are available. And with that humble beginning, we have come up with the thermometers in various forms. And at present, we have got the various sensors to measure the temperature, both in situ, at the ground, and also over the sea, thanks to NIOT with the meteorological buoys. And also we have come up with the various temperature measurements through satellites. So if we look at the knowledge, especially in the form of weather and climate, I would say Chennai is the city of knowledge, which has started the first monitoring of the weather informations in a systematic manner, commencing from 1793. Similarly, if you just look at other services at that time, we started with some astronomical services. And the Kadaikal, the center, it was the first observatory in 1792 for astronomical informations. Prior to that was in 1789, it was started by a personal capacity in somebody's house, and finally it was 1792 when became astronomical observatories. And that was under the India Meteorological Department, continued for quite a long time. After that, the astronomy became an independent organization in the country. Similarly, if you just look at various services, we came up with the environmental monitoring from very early age. In the beginning of 1900, we had the ozone observations, we had the ozone Sunday, and the credit goes to Miss Mani, again from this region, who made us proud as the first woman scientist who contributed significantly to the field of instruments and the science of meteorology, including environmental monitoring and ozone monitoring. We also came up with other services gradually, be it the floods, or be it the droughts, or be it the cyclones. As all of us know, this region is worst experienced with the tropical cyclones, and hence the major focus of the Chennai region has been to carry out research and development and application services with respect to the tropical cyclones. I should thank all our ancestors who have contributed to the science of cyclones from this region and developed a database. Chennai region came up with the development of the digital database of the cyclonic disturbances, which is now available in the form of the e-atlas or the web atlas, which is utilized globally. Similarly, we came up with the radar applications. Everybody remembers Dr. Raghavan, who was the former DG. On this auspicious day, I also pray God for his noble soul to rest in peace, and many others who have departed today from us, and we also pray for Sadgati of the noble souls. He was known as the radar man, and his contribution in the field of radar will be noted for the years in future, and he developed the radar climatology of tropical cyclones. So these are some of the examples how the Chennai region has contributed towards the science of meteorology, towards development of applications, towards R&D, and also the services for the socioeconomic upliftment of the country and the region. So on this occasion, I just want to mention that RMC Chennai is one of the 6 regions, and it is one of the biggest regions covering the states of Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Union Territory of Puducherry and Lakshadweep. We have got the area cyclone center at Chennai, we have got the cyclone center in Visakhapatnam, and another cyclonic center in Thiruvananthapuram. We have got the flood meteorology offices in Chennai, in Hyderabad, and also in Thiruvananthapuram and Bengaluru. So we have got specialist centers like cyclonic research centers, and we carry out the augmentation of our observational network in the region along with the modeling system and research. With the able guidance of our Secretary, Minister of Earth Sciences, Dr. M. Ravichandran, India Meteorological Department is progressing ahead to scale the new heights in the future. The forecast accuracy of the department with respect to all types of severe weather event has been improved by 40 to 50% in the recent decade as compared to the previous decade. There has been new services depending upon the demand. In this demand-supply value chain, we have been augmenting our existing services, and also we have introduced the new services, be it urban sectors. Now 1,200 cities and towns are provided the forecast, and 175 cities are being provided the geospatial platform-based informations in different parts of the city. We also have the power sector. As you go through the process of climate change, the demand for renewable energy has increased, the conventional energy has decreased, and accordingly, India Environmental Department has developed the solar energy potential for the country. India Environmental Department has developed the wind energy potential of the country, and these informations are available to the Minister of Renewable Energy for planning purpose. At the same time, also you have introduced the forecast for renewable energy, like solar and wind, and also for the conventional energy. We have come up with a collaboration with the power sector, especially through Green India, to provide for all the load dispatch centers, all the distributors in different states and countries to have a joint information about the impact of weather on the power. Similarly, if you just look at the environmental sectors, we have come up a long way to provide environmental information and air quality forecast in association with the sister organizations in the country, including IITM and SWF, etc. With respect to marine sector, NIOT, INCOIS, and many others are the co-players with the India Environmental Department to provide augmented marine services in this age of blue economy and the deep ocean mission taken up by the Minister of Earth Sciences. With respect to cyclones, as all of us know, that pinpointed forecast has helped to minimize the loss of lives and also the loss of property, which was being taken up earlier. We have come up a long way with respect to the hydrology sector, with augmentation of the flood meteorological offices, and starting with the 5 river catchment forecast in 1975, we have come up now 156 river catchments forecast in the country through the 15 meteorological offices, which included 3 flood meteorological offices established in recent times, last 5 years, in Chennai, Bengaluru, and Trivandrum. So by that we are providing forecast to Minister of Water Resources, and joint disaster management is being taken up in the country with the leadership of MHA. Similarly, the health sector, we have come up with the health meteorology. We are providing forecast for malaria, dengue, chikungunya, etc., which are influenced by the weather informations. We have to go a long way to improve further, and especially heat health program is a success story of India, where the heat wave information is augmenting the heat action plan of each city. And the time when you find that the South India, which was not earlier experiencing any heat wave conditions, now it is experiencing heat wave conditions, and Chennai is also experiencing heat wave conditions. So therefore, the special forecast is also being provided at district level and the city level with respect to heat health informations, which are being utilized by heat action plan in the municipal corporations, and also with the involvement of various NGOs. So we have introduced a new term, especially for Chennai and other cities, and you can say for South India this year, that is the hot and humid conditions. So what we found that even if there is no heat conditions very often, but the coastal areas of the southern states experience very discomfort with the increased temperature being more than 40 degrees Celsius in the plain areas and being more than 37 degrees Celsius in the coastal areas, with a departure of temperature more than 3 degrees Celsius or more, and relative humidity exceeding 50% in the particular region. So this becomes more discomfort than there is in cases of morbidity. So therefore we have introduced this one in the country, and this is specially being issued starting from month of March over this region. With respect to agriculture, yes, the agriculture specific information are provided by India Environmental Department in association with the Ministry of Agriculture, State Agriculture Department, and the universities and academia in the various states. I am proud to inform you that Tamil Nadu University of Agriculture, TNAU, is very actively involved with the India Meteorological Department, not only for providing the value-based weather information and crop-oriented guidance and advisories, but also for awareness campaign, but also for research and development. Similarly, we have come up with the public-private partnership, be it the MS Swaminathan Foundation, as mentioned here, and we have been a success story with respect to MS Swaminathan Foundation to provide the very integrated information for the specific areas and its dissemination to the villagers or the farmers. Be it the transport sectors, with the augmentation of the policy towards the aviation, there have been mushrooming of the airports, especially in southern India. So for this purpose, we have ensured that each and every airport is provided the information, and that is being augmented every time So there also each and every airport in the country, 117 airports are now which are active in terms of the passenger capacity and number of flights, etc. Each and every airport has the digital instrumentation by India Meteorology Department and equipped with the human manpower. So that way, if you compare the number of diversions, the number of accidents which are occurring in the recent time, that has been drastically reduced, which are related to weather. Similarly, if you come to the marine transport, I told you that there has been information in all forms, textual, graphical, and WebGIS, which has enabled the disaster managers and ourselves to minimize loss of lives. No fisherman has died in the recent years because of weather. This is a success story of each state, especially the government of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and all in the coastal states. They have ensured that there is no loss of life. So all these, if you just look at, especially for surface transport similarly, recently Honorable Prime Minister suggested that we should have a special information for Indian Railways. We have come up with WebGIS information for each railway line, each railway station. You can find out whether your railway line or railway station is under the threat of heat wave, under the threat of thunderstorms, or on threat of the heavy rainfall. Similarly, for the election which is going on, the special information is provided for constituency-wise, indicating the color codes of the threat due to various types of weather. So IMD is gearing up to meet the challenges because of the needs of the people, because of the improvement in accuracy, the need is also enhanced. People feel that more and more we can utilize. And as I said, that days are not far away when each and every individual will utilize the weather and climate information in a very systematic manner with our slogan of Har Har Mausam, Har Ghar Mausam. That means every household should have the access to weather information and climate information, and they should utilize weather and climate information in a mainstream way, so that not only they will minimize their losses, but also they will improvise their socio-economic conditions and hence the gross domestic product of the country. At the same time also, IMD is gearing up to provide support as a leader in globally and regionally, and we provide all supports in Southeast Asia, Middle East, Asia Pacific, in terms of the weather forecast and climate forecasting, and also in terms of the capacity building by providing training to all the forecasters and disaster managers in this region. So I am sure in this occasion, when we are discussing about the current services, we will be discussing with the stakeholders about the current services and future plans. We will have the sufficient inputs and suggestions, comments, even if the adverse comments, which will enable IMD and Minister of Earth Sciences to examine, to go forward and improve our services to each human being, so as to further minimize the loss of life and maximize the utilization of weather and climate information for upliftment of the country and upliftment of each individual. I especially congratulate CRA and his team in the country for their active cooperation with India Meteorological Department for all support for augmentation of observational network, augmentation of our services, and stakeholders interactions. And I assure you that in the future also we will work together. We will need your support, we will seek your support, and we will march together, and we will achieve new heights in this region, not only, but also in entire country. Chennai in the RMC, as an RMC, has been an exemplar in the country. If you look at the past, you will find that it has scaled many new heights, many new innovations and new initiatives has been taken up by this Chennai region. I congratulate all my colleagues and friends from the RMC Chennai. And I am sure that we will continue our hard work, we will continue our passion, and we will be again the examples in the country, not only within IMD, but also in Ministry of Earth Sciences and among various scientific organizations in the country, to bring glory to the nation and to India Meteorological Department. I once again congratulate all of you and wish you all the best on this auspicious and momentous occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the very insightful and glorious journey of IMD. We shall now proceed with various releases. We request Dr. N. Felicitation, sir, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to release a souvenir on 80 years of RMC Chennai. sir. We now request Shri S.K. Mahapatra sir, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary and Commissioner of Revenue Administration, to release the coffee table book and activities of RMC Chennai. Thank you, sir. We now request Dr. J. Radhakrishnan, sir, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary and Commissioner of Greater Chennai Corporation, to release the video capsule, Journey of Regional Meteorological Center.
India Company's micro-topic took over. The India Meteorological Department is a leading institution in meteorological observations and weather forecasting. It plays a crucial role in predicting cyclones, rainfall patterns, droughts, and other weather-related phenomena across India. The India Meteorological Department has had a glorious past that developed from astronomy to meteorology through the span of several centuries. This journey began with the establishment of a private observatory in 1786 by William Petrie as a geographical and navigational aid in his residence in Egmont, Chennai. In 1789, the East India Company's micro-topic took over the first astronomical observatory in Mahapatra, Madras. Later, in 1792, Gordon was appointed as the astronomer of the Madras Observatory. He then designed and constructed a new observatory, which was later shifted to Kodaikanal. Recently, a granite pillar monument was erected at the same place as remembrance. The earliest meteorological observations began at the Madras Observatory in 1793. The India Meteorological Department was established in 1875 with Henry Francis Blackford being appointed as the first meteorological reporter of India. In 1945, under the leadership of Dr. S.K. Banerjee, the IMD was decentralized into 7 regional centers. Over the years, the observational network grew drastically. In the year 1865, a system of sound warning was introduced to Indian ports, and the operations in the Madras port began in 1888. Through the decades, the manual observations were gradually replaced by automatic weather stations. Upper air observations commenced in the Mahapatra Observatory in 1946 with optical theodolite. Later, with technological advancements, this was replaced by GPS sound instruments in 2009. Starting from a few cloud imagery in the 1960s, a host of satellite-based products are used today as tools for forecasting. The Cyclone Detection Radar Station, consisting of S-band analog radar, was commissioned at Chennai Port Trust Building in 1973. The country's first state-of-the-art S-band Doppler weather radar was commissioned at Chennai in 2002. The hand-drawn weather charts also gradually shifted to digital weather maps. 2022 onwards, GIS-based graphical products were introduced. In the early days, data was exchanged through a series of weather telegrams between multiple stations. In the 1940s, point-to-point wireless telegraph links were established that eased communication. In the 2000s, an automatic message switching system was established in Chennai. Through the years, warning dissemination has used several mediums that include radio, websites, media, and mobile applications. For aviation meteorological services, personal briefings to pilots are now replaced with online briefing systems. The Cyclone Warning Research Center that was established at RMC Chennai in 1973 was involved in the development of the cyclone track atlas and cyclone radar atlas. Recently, artificial intelligence was also introduced into the world of meteorology to generate auto nowcasts. In June 2019, Mahapatra was recognized as a long-term observing station by the World Meteorological Organization for more than 100 years of meteorological observations. The India Meteorological Department will be completing 150 illustrious years of service to the nation in 2025, which will also be the 80th year of the Regional Meteorological Center, Chennai. Keeping in mind the magnificent history, the department will continue their journey, striving to serve the nation to their fullest capacity.
This beautiful video depicting IMD and RNC's glorious journey through the ages was prepared with the help of a final year BSc Electronics Media student of MOP Western College, Chennai. I now request Dr. M. Mahapatra, sir, Director General of Meteorology, IMD, to unveil the photo panel of the 22 heads of RNC Chennai who have served from 1945 till present. Thank you, sir. We shall now go ahead with the felicitation of our senior retired IMD officers. As we reflect on our remarkable history, we fondly remember the visionaries and leaders whose enduring legacy serves as a guiding light, inspiring us to reach new heights. We feel more than honored to have this event graced by our senior retired IMD officers, whose passion and tireless efforts have propelled us forward and whose contribution has left an indelible mark on this organization.
I request Dr. M. Ravichandran, sir, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to felicitate Dr. N. Jayanti Madam, retired ADGM. I welcome Dr. N. Jayanti Madam. Please join us on the dais. Ma'am has rendered 38 years of her valuable services to the department. She was the first woman to get trained in 1 year advanced net training in IMD in the year 1970 and became the first woman operational with a forecaster performing both the duties. We express our most sincere gratitude to Madam for her invaluable contributions to the department. Now I request Dr. N. Ravichandran, sir, Secretary MOES, to felicitate Sri A.K. Bhatnagar, sir, retired ADGM. I welcome Sri A.K. Bhatnagar, sir, to please join us on the dais. Sir headed RNC Chennai during the period 1996 to 2004 and an expert in astronomical computing and involved in computerization for PSC publications. He also supervised over 100 annual publications. Sir, your contribution to the department will forever remain memorable for all of us. Now I request Dr. N. Ravichandran, sir, Secretary MOES, to felicitate Sri S.A. Subramanian, sir, retired DDGM. I welcome Sri S.A. Subramanian, sir. Please join us on the dais. Sir, an expert in operational weather forecasting and headed the area cyclone warning center, Chennai. Sir, coordinated with ISRO for planning PSC launches in initial stages. He also represented
sir, retired DDGM. I welcome Dr. Y. Raj sir to join us on the stage. Sir headed RMC Chennai from 2008 to 2014. He has done avid research on northeast monsoon and tropical cyclones. Sir took the initiative of development of cyclone e-atlas by IMD. Your contributions have left an indelible mark on the department, sir. I now request Dr. N. Mahapatra sir to felicitate Dr. S. R. Ramanan sir, retired director of Area Cyclone Warning Center. Sir took the initiative to enhance the visibility of the department during initial stages of the boom of private media channels. Your contributions will go down in the annals of IMD's history, sir. Thank you, respected dignitaries. We now move forward to address by our guests. Dr. G. Ramdas, sir, Director NIAG, has been very kind to grace this event with his presence. Sir holds a PhD in physics from the Indian Institute of Technology and joined NIAG as a scientist in 1994. His area of research includes manned and unmanned underwater vehicles, underwater acoustics, and marine instruments. Sir is a member of several international and national committees. Sir has also been a recipient of National Geoscience Award conferred by the Government of India. We now request Dr. G. A. Ramadas sir to address the gathering on the day of the celebration.
Secretary MOES Dr. Ravi. Senior dignitaries, retired